Hi, Mayor.
Good afternoon. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to say that I'm very proud and grateful for the firefighters from High Level and all those who have come from different parts of the country as well as different parts of Alberta. It continues to amaze me that so many people from our town and the other communities across Alberta and the other provinces have come here and continue to work long hours with very little sleep. That's why I'm wearing sunglasses. And somehow keep a very positive attitude. I'd like to thank the Fort Vermilion Reception Centre for opening their arms to the Denida communities of Bushy, Châté, and Meander, who were also evacuated along with High Level. Thank you also to the members of Child Lake who received some of our evacuees. Fort Vermilion and the Beaver First Nations and Lacrete have been exceptional neighbors. Unfortunately, I have to say the danger from the wildfire is not over. I understand that residents are missing their homes, and I cannot stress enough that the danger is just outside of High Level and it's very real. I do, though, have full confidence in the Alberta Agricultural and Forestry's judgment. They have a criteria that must be met before it is safe for you to return. Right now, this criteria has not been met. It will be some time before evacuees can return to their homes and their community. Emergency Social Services is working with the provincial government regarding emergency financial assistance. As soon as that information is made available, it will be shared with evacuees. So please continue to monitor the Town of High Level websites. I can assure those pet owners that had to relocate without their pets that your pets have been safely evacuated to safe locations. For those evacuees who have not contacted their insurance companies, I encourage you to do so as soon as possible. If you don't have this information, you can contact the Insurance Bureau of Canada. I have been in contact with our MLA. He is visiting different evacuation sites, and I have also put a call into the Premier to please put the assistance packages forward. So we're just waiting for a response from there. And I will be touring Lacrete and Fort Vermilion later on today. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Byron Peters, Deputy CAO of McKenzie County. So I'm here today on behalf of Reeve and Council of McKenzie County. They're unable to attend today as the care of the evacuees is their top priority, and they place their full trust in the firefighters and all staff involved in responding to this incident and situation here with the wildfires. So we thank you, the evacuees, for your patience and cooperation. We know you've been displaced from your homes, and we understand some of the stresses that you guys are going through, and it's greatly appreciated, the patience and cooperation that you've shown. And thank you to all the first responders, those in the coordination center, all volunteers serving in the reception centers, to the businesses that are going above and beyond to support everyone in all of our communities currently. Your dedication and hard work is not gone unnoticed. And for all public information, please follow the McKenzie County Facebook page or call the McKenzie County office at 780-927-3718. Thank you.
Could we get you to spell your name for us?
Yes, BYRONPETERS.
And your title?
Deputy Chief Administrative Officer, or CAO. Deputy CAO. Thank you.
Thank you. There you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Chief James Anase with the Denida First Nation. I just want to again thank everybody, the first responders, the firefighters, the police, and everybody else that are working in this area to protect the town and Bushy River, and also to keep an eye on the surrounding community of Châté, Meander River, and also wanted to thank the communities to the east of here, Beaver First Nation, Fort Vermilion, Lacrete, and further down south, High Prairie, Slave Lake, Peace River for taking in our evacuees. It's been very difficult times for the people because the relocation out of the community is always a difficult thing to do. And what I wanted to do is also just wanted to reach out to my community members, especially the elders, by saying a few words in also my language of Teneda. God do the next nifty John would the hand the house in the all. The want to know the care or take a to say care according to all. Good kitty, the con you hold the hook, quite nice with deco. Yeah, what they say, what say, good say, do you want to adapt and see? So, men that get on this and good at all. One day, on say, hey, queen, Kata, too. Do you want to chaos in tracing, case in tracing, as you get on, you want it, good, that's lady, good kitty, I would tell the Ida. What is in it on the Hazan need, may dinner days in what's it, how was the day last singa, Senate night you get on, Ida. God, do you want to call tell the day, carefully what day, could do as to do, Conla do things of the gas on the you want to say, Uja, the Tao, do the Hida, the quiet, you know, I don't know how, we to may yada to see. You when I do with all the head, you got John, really took out the cold the night, God do not get it, when you has the day I get out all day. It I was testing it. I just want to end by saying that we are very vigilant in terms of like our surrounding communities like Chate, Mian River. Should there be any requirement for further evacuation, we're very much dependent on the fire officials here to let us know if we should be letting our people know to further do evacuation. So with that, I would like to thank everybody for their support. Masi.
Could you spell your name for us too, please?
Last name is Ahnasay. First name James.
Could you give us a sense of what you said in the language of the Veneta?
Yeah, just wanted to encourage the members of our community in Chate, Mian River, and Bush River. It's a very difficult time during evacuation to be removed from your respective homes in different communities where it's not a familiar area to you. But I'm really thankful that you are cooperating with the evacuation and also in the reception centers. And we would like you to continue to be cooperative with the people that are working on helping you. We don't know how long the fire is going to be continuing, but as soon as the area is safe to go home, then we will be working on getting you home safely. So until that time comes, I want you to know that we are working with the fire officials here in town to let us know if there's going to be any further evacuation. If there's a need arise, then we will be sure to let the people that are staying behind in the communities to also evacuate. So until that time, please don't worry. We're doing as much as we can to make sure that things are safe, the homes, and especially the people. Safety is most important priority to everybody, and that's what we want to concentrate on. And thank you for all the first responders for helping the people and keeping an eye out on the safety of people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next. Just start by identifying yourselves, guys, and then off we go. Right. Hold on 1 sec, please.
Where would you like me to stand?
Okay.
All right.
Go.
All right, so good afternoon, everybody. My name's Scott Elliott. I'm one of the incident commanders involved with the Unified Command Team here managing this fire. Along with me is Trevor Grant and Doug Munn from McKenzie County. A little bit of an update on the fire is the last recorded size of the fire is last mapped at 97,600 hectares based on growth from yesterday. Due to the current winds out of the northeast and the work from the resources that we've got, the fire hasn't spread towards the community in any significant way. Yesterday we conducted a successful ignition operation along Highway 58 to the west of High Level and along Highway 35 to the south of High Level to create containment along those two highways. The controlled ignition operation is designed to remove fuel from an identified control line in order to create containment on the fire and stop the fire spread in a direction we don't want it to go. We're currently using every strategy and tactic that we have available to us in order to ensure no damage loss to the community or identified values in McKenzie County. There's many factors to consider when we're operating in volatile conditions like we've got right now, and so it's important to remember that things can change very quickly. Currently we have northeast winds in town, which is keeping the primary area of spread of this fire away from the community, but because of the variability of weather factors, that can change very quickly. Currently, Alberta Wildfire has 143 firefighters along with air tankers and 28 helicopters assigned to this fire. They're working in conjunction with 154 structural firefighters in and around the community. Additional resources are arriving daily, including 100 firefighters from BC that are en route up here today. There we go. We've been focusing our efforts along the east side of the fire here in conjunction with the highways. I'll just start that one again. We've been focusing our efforts in the area of the town of High Level along the Highway 58 and Highway 35 in order to keep the fire away from the identified values in McKenzie County, the town of High Level, including the two sawmills south of town and the communities north of town. The High Level area is currently experiencing drought-like conditions, paired with the dry weather conditions we've had and the gusty winds has made firefighting extremely challenging. The extreme fire behavior has limited our ability to safely put resources in portions of the fire. However, we have been successful in actioning the fire on the east side and the north side in order to keep the fire from threatening the town of High Level and related values. I'll just finish off with the smoke that the fire is generating is quite significant. We understand it has a large impact to faraway communities. The smoke impacts will continue to be variable depending on the wind direction. So communities that have been smoke-free in the past, with a shift in the winds, they may experience smoky conditions from this fire. Thank you.
Okay, so Rodney Schmidt's here. He'll talk about the structural fire, and then he'll take your questions right away because he has to get up in a helicopter. All right, so come on in, Rodney.
Where do you want me to stand, guys?
A little closer.
A little closer. Thanks. My name is Rodney Schmidt. I'm the fire chief for the town of High Level and the structural protection branch director for the incident. Structural fire protection crews continue to work around the clock with Alberta wildfire firefighters to ensure the area around High Level is protected. Alberta Wildfire, in conjunction with our own municipal firefighting resources here in High Level and with the support of helicopters and air tankers, continue to focus containment efforts south of High Level. Firefighters' efforts continue to be effective due to lighter winds and out of the northeast. These favorable conditions have helped crews protect electrical poles west and south of the town of High Level. And the High Level Fire Department, along with municipal firefighters, have completed structural protection across the entire perimeter of the town of High Level as of yesterday. In addition, structural protection has been established in McKenzie County on the home southeast of High Level, and now at Tolko and Norboard. Crews are testing existing sprinkler systems daily, working on maintaining a constant supply of water to all existing sprinkler systems in High Level and McKenzie County, homes south of town. Wildfire firefighters and our municipal firefighters are taking every measure possible to ensure the sprinklers are fully functional in the event of a wildfire spreading closer to town. Crews continue to arrive here in High Level with structural protection preparation, and we now have 154 structural firefighters on the ground in High Level and over 60 fire trucks and additional pieces of equipment. Structural protection crews are now assisting Alberta Wildfire in performing their second controlled burn today to further remove combustible debris and dry grass to further protect the community. And in addition, we'll be assessing Bushy River and continuing to assess the homes north of McKenzie County for structural protection as required to ensure we're ready for any possible scenario that the wildfire will bring us. Thank you.
You taking questions right away?
Yes, right away.
How are you making sure that you don't run out of water for all these sprinklers? Where is that coming from?
That's a great question. We actually started our initial sprinkler system using small portable tanks, and we have fire department water tenders. In fact, much of the municipal fire apparatus that are here are water tenders, and they can provide water fairly quickly. This week, this last 2 days, we've been focusing our efforts of transitioning from smaller tanks to these large 400-barrel oil field tanks, and we're storing water for our system. So it gives us a lot of wetting time, what we call pre-impingement before the fire arrives. So the crews are working on that today, actually, and transitioning filling those tanks around the community, so that we don't have to continually wet the fuels. It's only we've established trigger points of when we need to start the sprinkler systems, and we only start them when we absolutely need to, other than testing during the day.
Can you tell us what we're about to see with this exercise, or is that someone else's department?
That would probably be more of an answer for Scott, but you're going to see a lot of smoke and some columns of smoke coming up from the areas that we ignite. Of course, forestry is doing that piece of it. Our structural protection resources are working very close, and I can't stress enough about how well the two crews are working together right now. We're fully integrated. We're supplying wildland fire trucks on the highways to protect the community during this controlled burn. We just had a briefing with all of us together. Everybody's on the same page. So you're going to see a lot of fire trucks roaming around on the highways and staged in certain areas of town. And all of that is all a pre-plan for this burn to make sure it goes well.
You got a bump in the number of structural firefighters. Are these the guys who've come from out of province?
No, the out of province ones are strictly for Alberta Wildfire. All the municipal firefighters that have arrived in High Level are from the province of Alberta. So we now have firefighters from as far south as High River.
Okay.
Was Jamie Coots called in from Slave Lake?
Jamie Coots is one of the first guys I called. Jamie and I are longtime friends, and we helped him in Slave Lake in 2011. And when we felt this incident starting to grow, I called him up, and he's by my side most of the day here, working as a technical specialist with me, and we're working together, helping myself and my deputy chief make joint decisions. So he's been a great asset.
We keep hearing about controlled burns happening if conditions permit. What are those conditions? What do you need to make that happen?
That's probably a further question you can ask Scott, but a lot of it has to do with winds. The winds have to be favorable. And the cloud cover conditions have to be right. So we're getting a nice sunny day right now. That'll take the smoke and up and out, and it allows for that fire to in-draw and actually go where the ignition specialists want to steer it. So it's the wind and the sky conditions are a big piece of that.
How's the fire guarding going? Is that all done at this point, or is that?
Yeah, the fire guarding is completed for where we needed to do the controlled burns operations.
So the exercise is increased from yesterday. Which way is it increasing?
Sorry?
The hectare, the size of it, is increased since yesterday. Which way is it?
I can't answer that one. That would be an answer for Scott. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks very much, everybody.
You bet.